103 mil, boys. Let's go. 103 mil run. Let's actually kick it. Woo! Okay, that's not bad, not bad, not bad. Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video, it is going to be literally the most insane DPS Hailey you have ever seen in your life. As you can see from the intro of this video, we got over 100 million damage on Gluttony, which is honestly insane. Now, I do not even think this is the limit. You could quite literally carry Gluttony and destroy all 150 million of his health with this, and I do think that this can even go further. So, without further ado guys, let's get right on into today's video. Before we do that though, my creator code is going to be on screen right now, so please do use that top link in the description. I'm going to be doing giveaways for people who are using the code and giveaways for people in my Discord server. So please do join that, link will also be in the description. Now with all of that out of the way, let's actually get on into today's video. So starting off, let's talk about the modules that you are going to want to run on Hailey. So this is the style of config you are going to want to run on Hailey for this sort of damage. Now this is more aimed at a Gluttony build, however you are able to change this and I will show you how later in this video. So first up, we are going to look at the module slot over here, which is for the Descendant mods. Hailey doesn't have this now, so let's pass on it. Next up, we've got maximize conservation. So this is here for skill cost so that we are able to use the abilities constantly. Next up, we have maxed up stim accelerant. Stim accelerant and increased HP are both there for more survivability. Next up, we have walk a tightrope. So this is for an increase of skill power modifier and firearm attack once our health gets a little bit lower. Next up, we've got strong mentality. Again, less skill cost, which is nice. And there you go, increased HP to make Hailey more tanky and survivable for higher level bosses. Now we've got anti-freeze solution. This module is interesting because if we do look at the polarity being this little A, the Almandine polarity, I hope I didn't slander that. If we switch over to the ultimate, you can see that all the immunities for all different elements are all under this same polarity. So if you want electrocution, if you want poison, if you want heat, if you want chill resistance, all of it is going to be within this one polarity. This is good because it means that this one config can work and resist every single boss going forward. So next up, we've got increased defense, which is going to make Hailey more of a tank, and then we've got time distribution. This is going to make our skill cooldown even lower and also increase our HP in the process. Next up, we've got the beloved shot focus. I know people love this module to death because they can't obtain it because, you know, you got to do some fusing to get it. But shot focus is an important module in this config. You do need to get it. Now we've got auto immunity. This is another one of them very interesting modules. So if you go over to the C polarity, put it to rare, and then write the word damage, you can see that this is interchangeable again. So all of these will have the same thing, being the damage modifier, incoming damage modifier, sorry. So you will take less damage, but there's different effects. So if you want MP recovery, if you want outgoing damage to be higher, or if you want max MP or max HP, these can all be interchanged. So pick your poison with the effects basically, but for this specifically, I do recommend auto immunity. Last but not least, we have the maneuvering mod. Pick your poison with this one too. It's completely interchangeable. I am a man of long distance maneuvering, so I will use that. But if you want to use multi or mid-air maneuvering, please go for it. Now for a Colossi fight, I do recommend long distance. So you know, that is what I'm rocking, but this can also be changed. So next up, let's talk about the Enduring Legacy, which is going to be our weapon of choice in this config. So for the Enduring Legacy, this is what we are going to go with. So for these stats, you are going to want to aim for firearm critical hit damage, damage to the Colossi, weak point damage, critical hit rate, and fire attack. Any one of these stats are going to be perfect if they are in gold. Having all of them will be absolute pin perfection. So, you know, if you really want to lock in and use all of your fine adjustment, that is what to aim for. Now let's go over the modules for this one. So for this one, you are going to want to max out your firearm attack. This is going to be the config that you are going to want to go for. So sharp precision shot is going to be the key here. So let's talk about them in order real quick. So like I said, firearm attack is going to be the key, and we want to get it as high as possible without rocking with the mental focus module. So for this, we've got fire enhancement, rifling and reinforcement, and action reaction are all going to increase our firearm attack, and then better concentration is going to give us critical hit damage. So fire rate concentration is going to be the next module. So this is interchangeable too. what you are able to do is interchange it. So if we switch over to the ninja star polarity or right fire rate, there you go. You can change between any one of these if you want specific elemental damage, or whether you just want more fire rate. I do recommend fire rate up or fire rate concentration, because critical hit damage is nice, or alternatively you can rock with bullet rain. One of these three, either is fine, it's your preference. Next up, concentration priority for more damage, and then better insight for more critical hit rate, along with weapon expand weapon charge. You want a big mag on the legacy so you can do big damage. So these two modules now are the most important. Weak point sight is going to give you a ton of damage when you hit a weak point, which is the shoulders or the knees, and then sharp precision shot, which is going to be the most important module in this config. So when you press and hold your fire rate as button, then you are going to get less fire rate, but you're going to get more attack the longer you hold that fire rate button down. This is going to be integral for Hailey, because this is how you are going to get the absolute most damage possible. Next up, let's go on over the reactor and the external opponents for this config. So for the reactor, this is the reactor I'm using. It is the regular bossing Hailey reactor, and you can see the optimization condition is the piercing light. Now we're not going to be using the piercing light with this, so we are going to be losing out on skill power. However, if you do still use this reactor, you'll still get the skill chill boost, or chill skill boost even, oh my god, and the singular. Hailey's abilities are singular, so there will still be this. Now the two stats at the bottom are still going to be skill critical hit damage and damage to the Colossus. This is still going to have the effect on it with the enduring legacy, meaning that these stats are still optimal for more damage on this reactor. For the components, we are going with the Annihilation set. As you can see on screen, I put the optimal stats up for you. So this is what you're going to want to run. For the top auxiliary, you're going to want HP max and fire resistance. For the sensor, you're going to want chill resistance, HP recovery, or MP recovery in combat. For the defense, for the memory, you're going to want defense, electric resistance, or MP recovery in combat. And then for the processor, you're going to want either max shield, shield recovery, or you are going to want toxin resistance. Now this is optimal, and you can run without these per se. However, I do highly recommend you getting perfect stats with the Annihilation set before running this. Now let's go on into why we are running this. It's because we get more firearm attack the lower our health goes, and we get a little bit of extra skill duration, which is nice. Now let's go on over some Gluttony gameplay. Let's show you the ludicrous run where we got over 100 million damage, and let's get right on into it. So this is gameplay from one of my live streams where I offer boss carries for free. Now, let's talk about the gameplay loop. I've activated Hailey's third ability to make sure we are doing optimal levels of damage. As soon as Gluttony is up for damage, you can see I am absolutely dogging on his health bar. Looking at his health bar, you can see how fast I'm deleting all of this, literally just by aiming at his shoulder. Like I said, this enduring legacy is going to do ludicrous levels of damage if you are hitting weak points. As you can see, my teammates jumped onto him, and I'm just aiming at his weak points and doing disgusting levels of damage here. Now, the trick with Gluttony is keeping him cool, of course, so you are able to just keep spraying into him, and as you can see here, we're still damaging him. Within a short period of time, we've already taken his entire health bar, shield off. Ignore the fact that I missed that shot. My chat memed on me already. I've gone through the trauma. Please don't put me through it again. So as you can see here, I'm using Hailey's fourth ability, and with this config, her fourth ability only does 200,000 damage or so, roughly. But as soon as the legacy comes back out, you can see the damage being just disgustingly 10 times so much higher. We're hitting hundreds of thousands, 40,000, 50, 90, and bear in mind this is all within a gun build. So within a gun build, you are dealing this level of damage to a boss is just absolutely unfair. This build is so strong. One very important detail that a lot of people miss is that you need to make sure that you are using the inversion reinforcements, more specifically this one on the bottom row called RK Pacemaker. Now with this, when you have your speed below 300, this will basically delete your MP drain from the planes of existence. Now this is also what we are running on Hailey, so having this on is going to make our MP drain next to nothing. This is important because whenever you're running a boss fight or just running any fight, you don't know how long it may go on for. So making sure that your MP isn't draining is an integral step. Now, as you can see, I just got revved. I'm using my third ability again immediately to let that build up to do more and more damage. I just got hit by the stupid little rolly R looking things, but as you can see, we're still locking in with the legacy and we're still doing our damage. Now, this is going to be unlucky. Nearing the end of this run, it's going to get a little bit unlucky because Gluttony is going to go invincible yet again. So the timing on the shooting fireballs, the water balls on Gluttony is 1, 2, 3 jump. So that is something I always make sure to advise people. Gluttony will shoot one, you can say 1, 2, 3 jump, and then it'll be time for you to jump again. Now, you can see I'm just aiming at weak points, which is the most important part here, and we're just doing our damage to Gluttony. He is about to go immune now because he's sick and tired of all the damage. So, you know, making sure that you have a good Valby in the lobby is going to help out in order to keep Gluttony cool. So now we've just knocked Gluttony out of this immunity phase, so let's just quickly finish him off. Again, aiming at the weak points to do the most damage possible, and just absolutely deleting Gluttony, and Gluttony is down. Easy as it gets, right? But the most important question, how much damage are we gonna have done throughout this game? How much damage did we actually inflict on Gluttony? We did a total of 103, nearing 104 million damage on Gluttony. So that is majority of Gluttony's health right there. Now, Gluttony does need to be done with 4 people. To that I say, yeah, right. I think that if you can get a Valby that is capable of cooling Gluttony down, you can absolutely duo Gluttony, which is disgusting. I do think that this is the strongest DPS build in the game that is not actually even going to get nerfed, so I do recommend giving this a shot. But anyway guys, that's been this video and I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button, and if you're new here, please do consider subscribing. I do lots of guides on the first Descendant, and if there's any content you want to see, drop me a comment and I will do my best to cover it. But like I said, that's been this video. Drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!